happened to Brighton, doesn't it?
It's all kicking off.
It's a dangerous place to be, Brighton.
For the latest series, there's DS Glen Branson and Cleo Murray, the stars of Grace, Richie Campbell and Zoe Tapper. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Saying that, Brighton, that's not a bad place to be for 6 months of the year, is it?
Especially in the summer.
Yeah.
Especially in the summer.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
It looks full on, though. It feels like this season's just come back with a bang straight away. Was it exhausting to film?
Yeah, the first episode that aired last night starts with this bomb in a football stadium, and that was the first week of filming, wasn't it, last year?
So you do film in order, do you?
We don't, but it just so happened that they did film that first, so it did feel like we absolutely got thrown in at the deep end. And then alongside all the sort of darker, kind of sad storylines in the personal relationships, it did feel like quite a heavy one, didn't it, this year?
Definitely, yeah.
And you've just been recommissioned for a 6th series, which is fantastic.
We have.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we start filming end of April.
You look like... And we start filming end of April. Help, we haven't started. I suppose this is the thing you forget. Like, how many weeks did it take just to film that first episode we saw last night?
So it's each episode is 5 weeks, basically. But that football sequence was a week, and we had to get it in that week because that was the only time we had the stadium. We had the supporting artists, everything like that, so it was very full-on.
I always wonder how they do big stadium-type things. Is it cheated cleverly, or was there hundreds of extras?
We did have a few extras, but it was cheated quite a bit. I mean, luckily, we're not allowed to say the stadium that we shot in, but the football season had just ended, so we had full reign of it. So we were running up and down the whole time.
Wow.
And now I'm just looking at the football stadium. Do I know where that is?
I bet you can.
Oh, it's really annoying. What I love about the show... I watched it last night and I was trying to cook while I was doing it, and then after a while I was like, forget all of this, I'm just going to sit down and watch it, because it's punchy, isn't it? It's no let-up.
No.
It's relentless.
Yeah, and there are so many twists and turns, and you have to really keep your eye on the ball, otherwise you miss something. I think the writing really stands up on that front, because you can't really second guess it, so you do have to concentrate. Can't be cooking at the same time, don't it?
No. How dare you?
Trust me, the boiled potatoes were ruined by the end of it.
So the books are Peter James' books. Does he now write, do you think, with your characters in mind a little bit, or not?
He says that. He said that, yeah. He said that literally when he writes, he's got John's face and he's got my face, he's got Zoe's face. And that's just so crazy to me, because it's like... He clearly he's lived with these characters for years now, and so he just says it's actually like a marker for him now that he can actually pinpoint certain facial expressions, or he thinks, you know, what we would do, which is great. I mean, we're on the books as well, which is...
What, literally on the covers?
On the cover of the books, yeah. We're going on holiday and you're going to W.H. Smith and you can literally see our faces. It's mad.
Has the TV show caught up with the books now? I remember in Game of Thrones when George Martin ended up kind of... Like, I think the TV show went out and it's not, I haven't finished it yet, so...
It's... I think we're nearly there, aren't we, in terms of the actual books, but... We've also sort of slightly veered away from them as well, haven't we? So there are... I think we are using the brilliant storylines and Peter James's amazing ideas and imagination, but kind of also finding our own way as well. So it's nice, because even the fans of the books, I think, can expect something a bit different.
Yeah.
Well, talking of the fans, I mean, we just found out that Queen Camilla is a huge fan. I mean, is it a strange thought, imagining her sat down last night with the family watching you?
Slightly, but she came on set.
You had a moment with her, didn't you?
Yeah, she actually came on set in season 3, which was really nice. And it was a scene where I was on the boats at Shoreham Harbour. So, and the thing is, she is a super fan. She knows everything about the show. So she was talking about the suits that I wear, being a snazzy dresser, and John and I we were actually invited to Clarence's house, which was lovely.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's really
super chilled though, isn't she?
Super.
We did an ITV thing a couple of weeks ago, and she was down at Trigger Point. And I think she just, like, ended up directing about 2 scenes. It was just like, she was like, action.
I think we need to get her in it, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
she needs
that
to do a
would
cameo,
be such a good cameo.
So where does this series find your characters right now?
Well, Cleo starts this series in a very dark place, actually, because we left her last series very happily pregnant, and unfortunately at the beginning of this series we see that she's lost the baby, which is obviously just a really devastating blow for both of them. We don't delve into too much of the detail of that. It was quite a late-on pregnancy, so it would have been just absolutely profoundly shocking for them. So you see her in that frame of mind. She's depressed, she's off work, she's sort of trying to come to terms with it. And then as we progress through the series next week, we see her make the decision to go back to work. She feels like she needs to do that in order to try and forge forward.
Yeah.
I mean, that must be quite an intense thing to even prepare for. I know it's... Obviously, you're an actress, so you're very good at what you do, but still, that's digging into a very personal, deep thought process, isn't it? Imagining that.
I think that there's just a responsibility to depict something truthfully, because you obviously don't know the experiences of the people who are watching it, and it is I think even if you haven't suffered the loss of a baby, most people have suffered a bereavement, and so you do want to do it justice. So it felt like a sort of responsibility.
Interesting, because we're not seeing it, so therefore what your part's doing is really dealing with the trauma after it, which is which is so harrowing for so many people.
Yeah.
What about you, Glenn? Because I mean, this guy is just the North Star. He's the moral compass. Where's he going? What's happening with him? Are we going to see any chinks?
I think we will. I think, at the end of the day, he is kind of the eyes and ears of the audience, and he's a good friend to John Sims, Roy Grace, and he's helping him along with the grieving situation as well. But he's also got his own dilemmas at home. Ari, his wife, she's going through a tribunal at the moment because of she's administered penicillin, basically, to a patient who was allergic to it. And so once he kind of receives that information, he's just gone into police mode straight away. He's kind of saying, how did you do this? Why did you do this? What's going on? And that causes a fraction with their relationship. I mean, it's a bit full on.
Imagine that's what she really wants to hear.
I know, clearly not.
Investigating his wife.
Exactly. So there's going to be a bit of push and pull, but there's some stuff happening with them, which is great, and it seeps into work, which is the beautiful thing about the show and the characters. It's always about the human side kind of coming into their workplace.
That's why it's so successful, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Just quickly as well, you don't ever stop. Like, you're running in every episode.
He loves running. He loves running in those tight suits. He loves it.
It's my James Bond moment. I love it. I mean, it's like we're fighting in the sea, we're beating people up. I love it.
Literally, every name is in the mix for that role right now, so put yours in there.
I'm up for it. Or a villain role. I'd rather play a villain, to be fair.
That would be so much fun, wouldn't it? Bond villain.
Thank you,
Love
guys,
that.
for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Series 5 of Grace continues this Sunday, 8 o'clock on ITV1 and ITVX. Thank you.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.